Good morning. So excited about this. Happy Monday. Happy first day of distance learning. And we're going to all be in this together. So no stress. We're going to see how the day goes, see how the format goes, and we're just going to roll with it. I am here to help you. I'm at my computer. We're going to be able to do this together. So one thing I want to talk about is that you logged on to Google Classroom. And when you got there, you should have seen two new announcements, both for Monday. You have your announcement that is your actual plan for the day, the Google Doc attachment that you clicked on to then get here for this video. With this, there will be a new one every day. It will say Happy Monday, Happy Tuesday, Happy Wednesday. So whatever day of the week it is, you're going to click on it, and then it will bring you to your to-do list. One thing you need to do before that is you need to take, I need to take attendance. So you need to tell me that you're going to be here and ready to roll. So to do that, you're going to comment. So add class comment. You're going to write here and just here, nothing else. Okay. Right now I'm pretending in my head, I'm looking at all you guys in the eyes, making sure you're nodding at me. You're just writing here. Because if I'm taking attendance, it's going to be the quickest way for me to scroll down and see everyone's name, see, 26 responses, so I know everyone's ready to roll. If you write here and then you post it, boop, and then someone else starts writing, oh, hey, Miss Prifty, what's up? Hey, Landon. Hey, so-and-so. Hey, this person. Hi, Landon. Hey, this person. Hey, that person. It's going to be 48 comments, and I'm going to have to weed through who's here and who's not here, and it's going to just drive me crazy. So please follow direction. Just put here. Okay. After that, there's a newer one that says Help Center. There's going to be a lot of ways to reach out to me, and one of them is through comments on this Help Center box. So if you are stuck and you would like me to reach out to you, you can come here to Google Classroom. Make sure it's on the correct date. There's one for every day. Today's Monday. And you can put a comment. Hey, Mrs. Prifty, can you help me out? You can be specific and say, I need help in math on page 164. You can just say, hey, can you reach out to me? Hey, I need some help, and I will contact you. Okay? You don't have to use this. There's other ways to reach me, but if you like this, it's here. If no one ends up using it after a week or two, then we're probably just going to get rid of it. So those are your two things on Google Classroom. Don't forget to help me take attendance by putting in here. You have your document that tells you what you're going to be doing for the day, and the Help Center. And these are going to change every day. You'll have ones for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay? So then you click on Distant Learning Plan, and it opens up your tab for today. So today is Monday, March 23rd, and it has my email if you want to email me. I'm looking at Hunter. He's over there like squirming and dancing. You're going to click on my email and it can email me. If you want to seesaw message me, that's great, but I just learned that you have to do it through your parent's account, that it doesn't let a student send a message to a teacher. So if your parents let you, go on their account or use their phone or iPad or computer, you can send me a seesaw message. And then there's also Google Chat. So my morning message just reminds you to comment here on the daily announcement so I can take attendance. There's the Help Center, so you can comment on the Help Center. You can email, you can seesaw message me, or you can Google Chat me. So Google Chat is an app on Google Drive that lets you send messages back and forth. It's like texting on the computer. So for you to use that, I have a video here that you can watch this morning that lets you know how that works. That's probably how I'm going to reach out to you if you're asking for help. That will be the first thing I do. And then from there, we can kind of build if we need to video chat, if I need to call you, and look at it from there. But if you're interested in Google Chat, click there for the video on how to use it. Your assignment this morning is to go to seesaw.me, not .com, seesaw.me, or if you go to your launcher, your bottom left corner, Seesaw's there, or you type it in here to open it, and you can do the activity. It's called Snapshots of Home Activity, and there should be a sample, hopefully that uploaded. Grammar is your only box that's going to stay the same and only requires you to do it once. So you choose what day you're going to do grammar. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day you want to do grammar, it's one assignment. You can do it once. You're going to click on the link to open up our Patterns of Power slideshow. You're going to go to slides 53 and look at 53, 54, 55, 56, and 57. And you're going to go ahead and fill in your Patterns of Power Google Doc. So once you look at the slides and you look at the editing parts, you look at the rule, you look at the examples, you're going to open up your Patterns of Power. You've done this, so you shouldn't be like, oh, we've done this a lot. I just checked to make sure everyone's is filled in. You can either go to Google Doc or Google Drive, and you can even search it. It's your name, Patterns of Power. So Ashley, Patterns of Power. Emma, Patterns of Power, and you're going to fill it in like we've done before. Everything's on the Google slide. Contact me if you're confused. Yeah, that, like I said, stays the same. So if you do it on Monday, you're done. Don't do it again Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day. You're done. If you didn't do it Monday, you must find a different day. You guys stay quiet so I can tell the friends what they're doing. Yeah. Oh, okay. Book of the day. So click here, watch the video of someone reading book of the day. Hunty Bear, come on. Spelling. If you are a friend of Miss Thrifty, Mr. Michael, here are your words. You're on sort 20. You're going to click here. It's going to open up the sort. You'll have your words. Then underneath it is an actual answer key. So if you're not sure where volcano goes, it's going to tell you where it goes so you can study it. This stays the same, but every day you need to pick a different activity to do in a Google Doc and then share the Google Doc with either me or Mr. Michael. So if you usually go to Mr. Michael, she gives you your spelling test, that's who you're sharing it with. If it's me, you're sharing it with me. Some examples of what you can do are listed here. So if you do writing the sort on Monday, you can do sentences on Tuesday, write it 3 times each on Wednesday. Whatever you want to do, there's different activities here. There's an optional parent test. If they give you a test on Friday, you could send me your score or a picture of it. That would be amazing, but it is optional. You don't have to do it. If you get words from Mrs. Scully, Mrs. Devanere, Mrs. Hillmeyer, you will eventually will have them. We don't have them yet. So you can choose to either do sort 20 or wait on Mrs. Hillmeyer, Mrs. Devanere, Mrs. Scully to get you those words, okay? Science will stay the same. It's all on earth rocks, like we were looking at the Grand Canyon before I left, and rock formations, so it's building on that. There's 4 videos to watch from Mystery Science. You can watch them all in one day. You could do 1 a day, 2 a day, however you want to do it, but you need to watch all 4 by Friday at the end of the day. There's nothing to do with it yet, but it's time for you to watch them. When they pause to ask you questions, you're going to go ahead and talk about them, either out loud like I'm doing to myself, or with a family member or a friend. Or if you want to make a Google Doc and write down your thoughts and share it with me, I'd love that. That's up to you. And then there's experiments at the end. And if you have the supplies, do them. They're so cool. And then send me or upload pictures of it on Seesaw. If you don't have the supplies, that's okay. Go through the video. It will tell you how to make it and what it looks like at the end and the purpose of it. So it stays the same, but make sure you do all 4 videos. Social studies / writing stays the same as well. It's on primary source journal writing. So remember, from the person's point of view, you're getting direct information. You should have talked about this in Unit 2 Social Studies. Because it's writing, you're also going to share it with Mr. Michael. So you're going to share it with Ms. Pripty and share it with Mr. Michael if you go see Mr. Michael. If you don't see Mr. Michael, don't share it with her. She's going to have a lot coming her way. You're going to click here for the directions. It's going to talk to you about what the expectations are for this assignment and the journal entries, questions to think about and write about. You're going to make either a Google slide or a Google Doc. You're going to name it with your name and primary source journal writing. You're going to share it, like I said, and you're going to complete an entry 1 a day. Okay, so this stays the same, but you have 1 entry per day. So by Friday, there's 5 entries there. Math will change every day, so you need to make sure, I hope this is gone. Yeah, you need to make sure that you are doing the math assignment that day. If you forget to do grammar, that's okay. You have another day. If you somehow something happened, you didn't get both entries in for Monday and Tuesday, you'll just have more work to do in social studies. But math will change. You won't have this here, so you'll have to go back. So do it today. Your goal today is to identify different types of angles. There's the 0 turn, acute, 90, obtuse, and straight. There's the math video you're going to watch here. After you watch the math video, you have 3 workbook pages, 164, 65, 66 to work on, so 3. And when you're done, there's a list of different online activities you can do. You're probably thinking, I don't have my student book. Got you. So you click here. It's going to open up your student book in PDF, meaning like you can view it and print it. You can't write on it. And what you're going to do is you're going to find your workbook pages, and you can either print them, or if you don't have a printer, Hunty, shh, you don't have a printer, you can do it on a piece of paper. What I ask for you, though, is if you do it on paper, put your name, date, and the page number. So if you don't have it and you need to put the name, date, page number, 164, that needs to be there, because when I ask you to upload them in the future, or if I get to see you and collect them, I'm not going to know where the pages go. So if you're doing it on paper, put the page number. There's a note here that says the workbook page is located at the bottom, not the computer page. So when I log on, this is page 1 of 353. Okay, but this isn't a workbook page, just the cover. So the computer page is different because there's other pages before the book actually starts with the work. So when I say 164, you want to pay attention to the actual page number like you would if you had your book. So see how this says page 8, but it's actually page 2. So make sure 164 is going to be here. Okay? Let me exit out of that. And then after, or you could do this to start it off. This is how I would start our math lessons if we were together. These 5 math YouTube link videos on different things with our geometry unit. Watch them. I would be showing them to you every day in class so that you get the vocabulary and the understanding of them. They're quick, they're fun. You're going to watch those, okay? Yeah. Reading, this box is going to stay the same, but every day you're going to do a different stop and jot. So these are your strategies to choose from. You're going to do them in a Google Doc. For the Google Doc, there's a video to click here to look at how to make the copy, but we kind of know this in my class. And here's the actual Google Doc. So when you open it, you'll do File, Make a Copy. You know the format, put your name, and share it with me, or share it with Mr. Michael if you go to Mr. Michael. Okay? So you have your Google Doc for that. You're going to share it with the appropriate teacher. And then here's your directions on what you're going to work on. And here's different options of where you can read. Some resources if you get stuck or you want to push yourself harder. Brain breaks are in here. Something I wanted to mention that is if your family is okay with it, you could probably go to cnn10.com and watch some of those videos if you're a student whose family is okay with that. But I just didn't put it in there. So some brain breaks. Lunch Doodles with Mo Williams is a lot of fun. I think it's live and it's at 1 o'clock, so maybe check that out. No specials today, but you will have things from your special teachers as the week goes on. I'm almost done. And then your username and password links are below. So if you forget how to get onto a site, it's there, and the links are there as well. So like I said, I'm at my computer. You have multiple ways to contact me, and I'm here to help. So take your time, do your best. Don't forget to put down here for attendance and just here. And I will be chatting with you. Miss you guys. Yeah, I